Oh, welcome back to the show. We've been telling you all week about this fantastic contest where you could win a $1,000 gift certificate to Perugia Salon and Spa. It is so easy to enter this contest. All you have to do is watch Winning in Realty during Rachel Ray, weekdays at 4, right here on City TV. And each day, Robert F. McLeod presents a helpful tip on buying and selling property that will help you understand the trends. When you hear that tip, enter it online at citytv.com for your chance to win a $1,000 gift certificate from Perugia Salon and Spa. Now, I'm going to introduce you to the man himself, Robert McLeod, joining me here in studio. $1,000. All week we've been saying how fantastic this would be to win.
Easy to spend.
I think it's wonderful of you to offer this up to people.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today. Now, we've asked you on, of course, we just had Colin Prince here from Investors Group talking about the markets. Most people have really two major investments. They've got their savings, let's say RSPs or whatever they might be, and their home is a major investment too. So, with the U.S. housing crunch right now and the panic that's happening there, we turn our sights to Canada and wonder what's happening here right now in our market.
Well, for the most part, what we're seeing happen in the U.S. is creating just a real instability in the consumer confidence that we have here in Canada. The erosion of the value of real estate in the U.S. is causing a lot of people here to wonder, is what's happening in the U.S. going to happen here in Edmonton? And I think for the most part, what we've seen transpire in the U.S. affect us the most is with the elimination of our zero-down mortgage options that we had for first-time buyers. For the most part, that's all we've really seen. The effect on the value of real estate in Edmonton still is more an issue of oversupply rather than what's happening on a global level.
And we have to understand that just like with our financial investments, we're not at the bottom yet. Scotia Capital economist Derek Holt said today that Canadian houses prices should still go down probably another 10%, especially in the western provinces, before it hits the bottom. But then that's the bottom. It's not like we're going to lose all the value in our homes at this point.
No, that's true. And in Canada, compared to the U.S., the equity rate that the Canadians have in their homes is significantly more than our American counterparts. I don't know whether I would agree with the statement that Western Canada has another 10% to fall. I think from the analysis that we do and I do for our investment clients, we've seen a lot more of a return to a normal market here in Edmonton. I think there's opportunity here in Alberta. If you're looking at any place in Canada, there's no better place I'd put my money when you focus on what the key economic fundamentals are.
And the truth is, we can look at it as stabilizing rather than falling, because our prices came up so dramatically that even to settle back down to more normal levels is still fantastically higher than we were, say, 2-3 years ago.
Absolutely. If you bought last year and you're selling now, you're going to have a bit of an issue. If you've held for a few years, you've built a tremendous amount of equity. Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about buying and selling. Yeah. Should you be doing either, neither in this situation right now?
Well, I think you should be doing both. I think for first-time buyers, there's never been a better opportunity. In my real estate career, I've never seen opportunity that exists right now, from very competitive pricing and availability of a cross-section of product that hasn't been available before in new and resale. As far as selling goes, yeah, there's actually a strategy in it. The bulk of real estate wealth is actually created in a down market. So it's convincing the consumer, how do you actually take advantage of what's going on and make it win for you? The way to look at it is, if you're selling and you're willing to sell competitively, take a typical $350,000 house, typical Edmonton home. If it's gone down by 15%, that's about $50,000. If you're willing to trade up and you have an ability to trade up, and you're looking at that $500,000 home, well, that's gone down by 15% as well. That's $75,000. So you have an ability to sell your home, recapture that $50,000 difference, and actually make a further $25,000 in equity.
Okay, so but you have to be prepared when you're selling to price competitively. Don't look at last year's prices and think you're going to get them, because buyers right now are going to come by your house and say, well, that's greedy, I'll wait them out until they panic.
Absolutely. When we get a list from a client to shortlist to go and show them homes, it may start with 50. We weed it down to 10. For the most part, we will search for them what offers the best value and best price. And if someone is overpriced, well, unfortunately, their home probably won't be shown. And at the end of the day, all overpricing does is it sells everybody else's home, which is great as a listing agent that has a lot, right? So I wish I had more of that, but no, fundamentally, an overpriced home will eventually sell for less.
Okay. Robert, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you very much.
For more information how you can reach Robert, of course, you can go to our website at citytv.com. And hey, don't forget, watch Rachel Ray. You watch for his tip and then enter our contest at citytv.com, and you could win a $1,000 gift certificate from Perugia Salon and Spa. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, news, weather, traffic. See you then.